range of motion. Now that, not everybody can afford to go and have sports massage. If you're a professional footballer, the England team have taken out a whole load of masseurs with them.
Yes.
They're not masseurs like you're thinking.
No.
These tend to be chunky blokes that will sit there, and it hurts because you're taking to these limits that you can, and you'll see these people sort of standing on top of the players, etc., to gain the range of motion.
Yeah.
And that we know that this range of motion limits injuries.
Right.
But the exercises that you see in terms of doing stretching before you go to the gym and after you go to the gym, that serve two purposes. One, to get blood into the muscle, so that you're not going to injure it, and secondly, to get lactic acid out of the muscle, so that the muscle doesn't get injured. And this is why, again, professional athletes jump into an ice bath afterwards, because that stops lactic acid building into the muscle. Lactic acid is acid. It makes muscle get tighter, breaks down fibres, it's not good. So we want to get that out as quick as possible, and that then maintains the muscle health and the range of motion. If you lose that, you're more likely to get injured.
So what's concentric stretching?
Concentric is that, getting the blood in and getting the lactic acid out, so you're firing the muscles as you're stretching. So that's that isometric stretching you're talking. Isometric is just basically working against the pain. But the concentric stretch is actually when you're firing muscle. Eccentric stretching is when the muscles relax.
I did a little bit of online reading about how to deal with this sore shoulder I've had, and all the experts said do these stretches to a pain level of around 4, where 0 is no pain and 10 is you can't bear the pain. Is that right as well? That when you are trying to remedy an injury, you do need to go to a certain level of discomfort.
You don't want to go near 10 where you're actually ripping things and doing more damage, and some people do that. They sort of overdo it a little bit. I always say the best time to do the stretches if you're trying to gain range of motion is when you're at your tightest, so in the morning and in the evening. The best time to do the concentrics is when you've actually done a little bit, so you don't want to be getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be at the gym at 6:30. It would be better to be doing it midday, because you're less likely to injure things, because you've already been running around, your heart rate's up, you've actually eaten, you've got the biology right to be doing the exercises.
Interesting. Warm weather. I find when I go on holiday I get sore feet.
That's probably because you're wearing rubber shoes.
Okay. Why?
Flip-flops cause injuries. So flip-flops are renowned in the podiatry profession because you shuffle in flip-flops.
Right.
So the problem with hot weather is you don't really want to be wearing shoes. That's fine if you're walking around a beach in Barbados and it's been cleaned and everything. I wouldn't recommend walking around barefoot around Dunstable House High Street.
No.
So we wear shoes to protect our feet from injuries such as glass, use needles, things like that. So, but they're essentially occlusive. These are hot. We're wearing socks to stop friction between the shoe and your foot. And when it's hot, that all gets a bit unpleasant. So people like wearing flip-flops.
Do our feet grow in the heat?
But you expand slightly because the muscles are working hard.
This is why I always feel slightly overweight in the summer. I've basically expanded, haven't I? Only slightly.
Maybe you've been just drinking a bit more.
Too much ice cream. So what do we do as we head into the summer? Many of my listeners, will have sore feet. They'll be going to hot countries.
Unlike sandals, I prefer there are lightweight mesh trainers that sort of let air come through, so that type of thing. So it's still giving you the support of a supportive shoe. Still got a lace or perhaps an elastic.
Have a loose-fitting shoe with a lace that supports it.
You want the support across the midfoot. You want the hindfoot to move. And you want your forefoot to spread out as much as possible. Well, the problems with flip-flops is because they have no structure to them. You're gripping to hold the flip-flop on, and then you're trying to move. So if you watch somebody wear a flip-flop, they shuffle. So they're sliding forward and backwards. If you then get the flip-flop caught, you just slide straight into the thing. And it kind of hurts.
It's going to be painful, isn't it? So, light shoes, mesh shoes, laces are the best, and not too tight fitting.
Yeah, and try it if you can. Get some air at your feet. Again, coming back to professional athletes, if you run barefoot, you use all your intrinsic muscles. So they do a certain amount in protected areas on the training ground of running around barefoot, because we know that grippy bit works. But do it where you know it's clean, where you know you can't stand on anything that's going to go into your foot that we have to then pull out.
And wash your feet in the summer.
Yeah, wash your feet, change your socks regularly, get air so you don't, athlete's foot, classic like summer, because sweaty is it's a fungus. It's like a mushroom. You keep your feet in the dark, you have the hot and sweaty, you will get the opportunistic athlete's foot. You don't catch it.
Your website for my listeners to find you on
It's jlivingstone.co.uk.
and where can they find you if they can see you?
It's Spire Hospital Bushy, Spire Hospital Hartland, and nearest to Pete's Heart and Ducks.
But please wash your feet and please have clean socks on when you come and see you.
But I wouldn't say it if you hadn't.
No,
I would be very professional.
very polite and very professional again. Good to have you on as always, Julian. Julian's website, jlivingstone.co.uk. There's stretches and stuff on there if you fancy doing some. Should we all stretch, by the way?
Yes.
Really?
It's a
BBC Radio London travel. Here's the latest. Taking a look at the roads first of all. The A23 Kennington Road is closed each way between the Doghouse traffic lights and the Pyrmont Museum following an accident, so do expect delays in the area. Henge, the A234 Crystal Palace Park Road is closed between the Thicket Road and the Lorry Park Road. That's for emergency repairs because of a sinkhole that's appeared. Bus routes 176, 197 and 227 are on diversion. To Walthamstow, the A104 Lee Bridge Road stays closed each way between Parkhouse Road by the open traffic lights and the right way. That's after Water Lane bus is causing delays in the diversion between routes 48, the 55 and the 56. And in Bow, Wellington Way is closed between Rowrose Station and Dawson Crescent. That's because they're fighting for a deal with the fire to flat. Hampstead Rossum Hill is closed eastbound still between Ruby Road and Third Road again after Water Lane bus. And out of those, we're seeing 25 and up in Road Junction 10 with is very slow after recent breakdown. Although all is in hope and the queues about the junction line to Leatherhead and out of Geo Bar, severe delays are done for the Piccadilly line between Upton Town and Heathrow and Uxbridge, with minor delays between Arsenal and Crystal signal failure, with the trains had delays of up to 20 minutes and Catholic and Southern services between East Croydon and Burley after Siggy problem. South Western services have been diverted by Lewisham and Hartlepool stop between Western Park and Deptford, and on South West we will expect some delays between Whitby Road and that's because of speed restrictions in place. Fiona McKinnon, BBC Radio, the next updates in half an hour.
Carbon dioxide shortage.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Milton Keynes police have launched a murder inquiry after a man was hit by a car and fatally injured last night. Detectives believe the car may have deliberately driven at the man in Fenn Street in the Brooklands area at just after 9 o'clock. With more, here's Toby Friedner.
The man, who was in his 40s, was a pedestrian who was hit by a car which drove off after the collision. He was taken to hospital by ambulance last night but died today. Milton Keynes police are treating his death as murder and are in the Fenn Street area today, speaking to members of the public to try and establish what happened. They're reassuring the public that they believe it to be an isolated incident.
The officer in charge of policing at Hillsborough is to stand trial for the manslaughter by gross negligence of 95 Liverpool fans. An order preventing David Duckenfield from being tried was imposed after a private prosecution in 2000, but this morning a judge ruled that it should be lifted. The retired former chief superintendent will go on trial in September. European Union leaders gathered in Brussels say the UK's proposals for Brexit need to be realistic and workable. In a short statement, the EU27, made up of the remaining members after Britain leaves the bloc, called for more clarity from Theresa May's government. The Leave-supporting Conservative MP, Crispin Blunt, hopes a meeting of the Cabinet next week will produce agreement on a set of proposals to go to the EU.
My concern would be at that point, almost whatever we suggest, the European Union negotiators are liable to turn around and say it's not good enough. What we have failed to do so far is unleash the forces behind the EU negotiators of the real interests of the people who are affected by the negotiation.
The body representing the food and drink industry is warning that a shortage of carbon dioxide will begin to reduce the choice of food on supermarket shelves this weekend. The Food and Drink Federation says supplies won't run out, but customers will see fewer dishes containing chicken, pork and bacon. Dr. Jonathan Owens of the University of Salford Business School says the shortage took industry by surprise and the government should be doing more.
Perhaps EFRA could actually be taking a lead on this and centralising communication right now in order to say what's happening, because this goes back to the small players, and there's a great deal of them up and down the United Kingdom, of what's actually going to happen. take priority.
And the weather, a very warm afternoon with lots of blue sky and just